2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I love doing math. I love doing math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I love doing math. I love doing math. Hey, math is so easy to me. It's so easy. Count it up like.
Hey everybody, today we are going to continue talking about measures of center. Remember, a measure of center is a single number that's used to describe a set of numeric data. So today we're going to be looking at a data set, and the single number that we are going to use to describe it is the median. Yesterday we talked about the mean. Today we're going to talk about the median. The median is the middle of an ordered data set. And ordered means that the data is in order from least to greatest. Let's go to Miss Rogers for an example of how to find the median.
All right, so for this example, we're going to go ahead and find the median. So a coach records the distances that some cross-country team members ran last week. So we're going to find the median of these data values here. So the very first step is we need to take the data values and arrange them from least to greatest. So I like to cross them out as I go so I can know which numbers I use. So let's start with 3, 4, see a 5, and then I see a second 5, so we'll make sure you put them both. 6, 2 7s. What's next? An 8, and I see 3 10s. All right. So now that I have all of my data values and I arrange them from least to greatest, we're now going to see which one falls in the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to work my way inwards and see where I land. So take these, boom. My middle number is 7. So all I did was I took one off each end and worked my way until I got to the middle, where I found out that the median of these data values was 7. All right, let's look at an example of when we find the median when there's an even amount of data values. So the first step stays the same, and we are going to arrange the data values from least to greatest. So let's go ahead and do that now. All right, so I'm looking and I see 77 is my smallest number. 83, I see 2 of those. 85, 87, 90, and I also see 2 of those. 93, 94, and 99. All right, so now I have all my data values arranged from least to greatest. So if I were to do the method that I did with the other data set and I worked my way to the middle, I'd end up having 2 middle numbers. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to find the average of the 2 middle values that I find. So I'm going to start the same way and I'm going to work my way in. So 1, cover 1, 1, 1. And my 2 middle values are 87 and 90. So now I need to find the average of these 2 middle values, and I do that by doing 87 plus 90 and dividing that by 2. And the reason I'm dividing it by 2 is the same way when you're finding the mean, you divide it by how many data values you have. So when I do 87 plus 90 and I divide that by 2, I get 88 and 5/10. So 88 and 5/10 is the median of this data set.
All right, we have one more problem to go today. Let's take a look together. Some people were asked how long it takes them to commute to work. Find the median and mean of the data set. So today we're focusing on the median, and when you get to your independent practice and when you get to your quiz later today, it's just going to ask you to find the median. But since we talked about mean yesterday, I wanted to show you that we now know how to find both the median and the mean of the same data set. So that's what we're going to do together. Let's find the median first. So we know we need to order this data from least to greatest, from smallest to biggest. So we'll start with our smallest number, which is 5. And when I'm ordering data, I always like to cross it off so that I know I've already factored it in. Okay, so we've done 5. Our next smallest number would be 7. Cross that out. Then we have 8. Cross it out. We have 12. Cross it out. We have 14. Cross it out. We have 16. Cross it out. We have 30. And we have 60. Okay, so because this is an even data set, you're going to notice that we have 2 values that are in the middle. Okay, so the middle of the data set would be right here. Okay, right, because we would have 4 data values on this side and 4 data values on that side. So that means that both 12 and 14 are in the middle of our data set. So when this happens, we need to add 12 and 14 together and divide by 2. Basically, we are taking these two data values and finding the mean of them, okay? We're finding the sum of 12 and 14, and we're dividing by the number of data values. In this case, there are only 2 data values. All right, so 12 plus 14 equals 26, and I divide that by 2 to get 13. So the median of this data set, I'm gonna write it over here, the median equals 13. So we've solved one piece of this problem. However, we also need to find the mean. So let's do that next. I'm going to erase the work that we just did just so we have space to find the mean. All right, in order to find the mean, you might remember from yesterday, we need to find the sum of the data values and divide by the number of data values. So in order to find the sum, that means we add. So I'm going to add these data values, and you can do it in any order. Unlike the median, where we have to order the values from least to greatest, when it comes to finding the mean, since we're adding, it doesn't matter which order you add the data values in. So I'll do 16 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. And remember, I'm getting these data values from this table. 16, 5, 7, 8. I'll do 14 next. Plus 12, plus 30, plus 60. And let's count how many data values we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I'm gonna divide by 8. And when I find the sum of my data values, remember you can use a calculator to support you, I get 152. And I will divide that by 8. And it gives me an answer of 19. So the mean of this data set is 19. Something that both of these answers is missing is a unit. And because this table tells us our commute in minutes, we need to add that the mean is not 19, but 19 minutes. And the median is not just 13, but 13 minutes. And here, we have our final answer of the data set. We now know how to take a single data set and find 2 different measures of center, the mean and the median. All right, today your independent practice and your quiz is going to be all about finding the median. If you have questions, reach out to your teacher, come back to this video for reference, and have fun.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I love doing math. I love doing math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I love doing math.